Going out this morning to see if I can get some bait. Go to the ocean to catch some fish. I did 2 videos recently and lost all the footage at sea because I had a mishap. Wish I had the footage because it would be spectacular. We got boat wrecked in the second filming. I edited the first video the first day I went and was uploading it, but it didn't finish uploading off the phone, so I lost both that edit and all the footage from the second video that day that we got boat wrecked. I'll tell you the details later on. So here are the details. On Sunday the 13th of August 2023, I went to the ocean for the first time in 2 years to catch fish. I didn't do so badly. I caught some fish and I did a video. I filmed and I edited it, and further down into the week and I was uploading the video, but it didn't complete uploading, so I had it on the phone just the same. So I went out again the 17th, which was the Thursday, last week Thursday, and we were out there fishing all day from in the morning, but when it came to the midday we had to come inside. What I call inside is you have a stretch of reefs, of barrier reefs that run along Kingston water break for Kingston Harbour and stuff. So when we are in the inside of that, in the protection of that, we call it the inside. When we're on the outside, facing the blunt of the Caribbean Sea without any water break or protection, we call that the outside. So we were on the outside from morning fishing, and when it was about a little to 2 in the afternoon, the surges started picking up, the wind started coming up, so we had to come inside with our small 28-foot canoe. So we were coming on the inside when we lost propeller power. The engine was working, but the propeller came loose from the spline and we didn't have any power, so we anchored. The prof, my captain, was calling a few friends, but they were reluctant to come and help us at that point, and I called the Coast Guard. So calling the Coast Guard, we were supposed to stay there. I didn't even have internet service to give them direct GPS proximity, so but they knew where we were just the same from giving them landmarks and telling them where exactly I was. But we were supposed to wait there, but we didn't, because the prof tried drift shooting into the opening of the water breaks to get inside. Drift shooting is when you strategically put all the weight in the boat on one side and paddle to get to a certain direction. Well, he missed, and because I didn't go out for so long, I started getting seasick because the sea started getting very turbulent at that time. So I could hardly help him, because when you have motion sickness, your whole nervous system is in disarray. So when the Coast Guard finally got there, we were already down on the reefs, close to the water break, where the surges were pushing us, because every time we got the anchor fastened, it came loose. So we were drifting slowly down into the reef. When they came there, they couldn't even come exactly where we were with their big boat because of the rocks and the reef. So I had to even get out of the boat. At that point I had life jacket on and I was very weak from the motion sickness, and swim to the Coast Guard boat in the heavy surge, battling those waves to get the rope, to the tow rope to attach to our boat. the piece of iron that they put on their tow rope to leverage, to give it leverage to throw it out in the seat for me to get it. It fastened into the reef and I couldn't retrieve the rope, so I turned back. After turning back, when reaching back to the reef, the boat was already capsized and everything turned over. When the igloos spilled all the fish, then I didn't even realize I was swimming in so many sharks, shark infested waters, because at that point the sharks were coming for the fish. And give thanks, I wasn't attacked any at all. And at that point the boat was banging against the reef and coming apart, breaking up. So I saw a tool that the prof had in his tackle box, an adjustable spanner, and at the same time I was thinking, let's get the engine off, because the engine is very heavy. We couldn't save the boat or anything with the engine on it, or try to get it up on the reef to protect it from the waves banging it up against the reef. So we pulled the engine off and pulled it up onto the reef head, and then after that we took our time to try and put the boat in a certain position so it can get up on the reef as well. So the Coast Guard vessel that retreated, they told us that another vessel was on the way, and it was a smaller vessel that could more easily come into where we were, but it was still dangerous for them. So when that boat arrived, I told them to come around through the reef opening and come back to rescue us on the inside. So after they came and docked on the inside, we could salvage most of our stuff that were there, but the phone that I had filming with and a lot of other stuff got submerged, and because it's salt water, everything burnt out in the phone. If I had quick thinking at that time pertaining to the footage and such, I would have removed the memory card and maybe the footage would be saved, but nothing was saved pertaining to that footage. So, but I was wondering whether or not I could go to the Coast Guard post and interview the personnel that rescued us, and maybe even get some of the footage they had on their phones, because it's government phone. They told me I could come back and maybe get it Bluetoothed to my phone, but they couldn't send it by a WhatsApp or anything like that. So people, that's just how out there is. The sea is very dangerous, and I will still love the ocean right now. See, this morning I'm going to get some bait to go night fishing. I'm not discouraged, I'm just giving thanks that I'm alive and well, and my captain is alive and well as well, and the boat can be salvaged. Hopefully we can do that soon. We'll have to go out there when time is very dry and do a little repairs and then float it in. So stay tuned and enjoy this video. Hopefully we'll get some bait. So I'm here at the pier trying to get some bait. My friends are over there. They're always here fishing, but the baits aren't around. They're further out because of the intermittent rain that's falling in the hills and in and around Kingston. All the fresh water that's coming down, apparently the bait doesn't like that at times. Bait fish. So they're further out, away from the fresh water that's mixed with the salt water, or the diluted salt water that's in the harbor. They're further out. I have my rod. For the time being, I'm going to go down to those pilings old wharfs, use my artificial bait and see if anything will pick up. I see some bait fish down here, although they seem small. But those can use for my purpose if I can get some. When they are not plenty, they will swim from under the cast net very quickly before it falls over them. But I'm going to try. Well, I'm here just hanging out. No bait about to bait further out in the water. Well, if I had my boat now, I could go and drop on them. Well, most people nowadays going out at night or anything to fish like that, they will buy bait or such, but it's easy to just drive your boat to go where the boat bait is and go and catch them. But for now, I'm just hang out and take it easy with my friends on the pier. And I freshen up back my tackle, rinse up some stuff, make them breeze out on the seaside and all them something there. That were submerged in the water, in the salt water. Even my rod not spinning. So you need some repairs, some pulling up and oiling up and all of that. So for now, we just give thanks to be alive and well. You're recuperating because from the other day I'm all shaken up. Still love the unforgiving ocean. Just have the necessary resources to make whatever endeavors you have out there more safe, or don't take on those endeavors without a certain level of safety. Don't know the kids saying, don't know the kids saying peace and love and prosperity later. This signpost, all of these are tails of fishes that were caught here over the years. Still here at the pier, just hanging out. I didn't get any bait, but you don't know, peaceful and tranquil. Best place for me to recover from my traumatic ordeal. The unforgiving ocean that I love. I'm still here, back here right away.